The next thing DaJal does, he comes to a people, he says, I am your Lord. They say, how do you prove that you're our Lord? He says, okay. He says, the rain, I'm going to make it stop. If he wants to make the sun come out because the clouds are gone, or if he wants to make the sun never shine over it because the clouds are going to be there, okay, he can do that. Now, if you look at modern technology, there's cloud seeding that some countries use. You send a jet with certain chemicals into the air, and they send these chemicals out, and you can create clouds. That is already out. DaJal will then tell those people that I'm your Lord, believe me. And people, you know what? People will be so dumbed down that they're going to believe in him as an actual God. They'll take him as a God. DaJal then, one of his powers is that he's able to cut a man in half, and the two pieces fall down to two sides. Because he will say to the man, he will say that, do you believe me, I'm your Lord? And it says that, believe in the Lord? He said, what's the proof? He says, well, how about if I was to cut you in half and then join you back again? And he'll have a whole crowd of people. So he said, go ahead then. So he points at him and he cuts him in half. Two halves fall aside. And DaJal then walks between the two halves, comes back again, then points back at it, and the two halves join again, and the man starts laughing. Wow. Do you know that they've got right now technology with a laser that can actually cut a limb without having any blood pouring out? Do you know that this is going 20 years back? They've already made a laser that can cut off sound in a room. This is already available. So if you're in a nightclub with a lot of sound, high sound, and you want to have a table here that you and your friends speak in silence, with just you two there, you can have that laser that beams around you, and what it does, it cuts off all the sound, the nightclub sound of, you're talking about the music that is at high decibel, it cuts it all out, and you can have a nice conversation. Now, I don't know again if he's going to have all that at his hands, but you can see where this is going. He comes to a Bedouin, and he says, you're going to believe me, I'm your Lord. And he says, why should I believe you? You're my Lord. Tell me how, why? He says, how about, he says this in front of a crowd. He says, how about if I was to bring your parents back alive? He says, really, seriously? He says, okay.